welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm making my neighbor Amy's macaroni and cheese. She posted this recipe in our neighborhood newsletter a few years ago, and I made it for my family, and it's their very favorite macaroni and cheese recipe, and they always ask me to make this particular one. To make this dish, these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You'll need 8 ounces of ziti, and I've already cooked it, and you just do it according to the package directions and drain it well. You'll need a half a stick of butter, a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 slices of American cheese, 6 ounces of Velveeta cheese, a cup of shredded American cheese, 2 cups of milk, and salt and pepper to taste. You'll also need a casserole dish that you sprayed with cooking spray. And now I'll show you how to make the sauce that goes on the noodles. We're going to put our half a stick of butter in the pan to melt. And just a little tip, I always cook my pasta when I'm making macaroni and cheese first and drain it and then use the same pan to make my sauce, therefore you don't mess up but one pan. And if you don't like to do dishes, that's always a plus. So here we go, we're melting our butter. Our next step is to put our 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour in and whisk it until it makes a paste and you get the lumps of the flour out. And then what we're going to do is pour in our 2 cups of milk. And we're going to cook this until it's thickened. Our cream sauce is ready to put the cheese in, and I will show you how thick it is on the back of a spoon. That means it's ready. It's thick enough. So what we're going to do now is put our cheese in. And this is going to completely melt into the sauce. And it'll be really creamy and smooth. And then we'll add our salt and pepper. Okay, our cheese sauce is nice and creamy. All the cheese has melted. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of salt and some freshly ground pepper. And stir that. And now it's ready for the noodles to be poured in. So now I'm ready to finish this dish up for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my cooked ziti noodles into the cheese. And I'm pouring it into this pan because it's a little bit bigger. It's easier to stir than if I had poured all of it into here and tried to stir it together. So we're going to stir this really well and get all the noodles coated with the cheese mixture. Really good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into my casserole dish. And so our last step before we put this in the oven is to sprinkle our cheese on top. So we're just going to evenly coat the top with the cheddar cheese. And now this will go into a 350-degree preheated oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until it's really bubbly and a little bit brown on top. Our macaroni and cheese cooked for 25 minutes and now it's done. And this is what it looks like right out of the oven. Nice and bubbly. And now I'll put some on a plate and show you what it looks like on the plate. This is a really, really delicious macaroni and cheese. I hope you enjoy it as much as my family does.